So they are, if they start to see, and unfortunately, some women fake it. They don't want, like, they like you enough that they want to keep the relationship, but don't want to tell you how, like, eh, they don't want to hurt your ego, right?
Mhm.
So there's that too.
I think it's sad then that some people are willing to sit there and what should be this primal, deep connection act where you both hit some level of, like nirvana. That some people are willing to just go, yeah, I don't get orgasms. I take too long, and how and I think the book is so great because it's going to start breaking down that stigma that women feel. That they can't get an orgasm in. They can't. They've got to rush it, or guys are too selfish, or all these kind of things. The book explains to guys how they can be better lovers, how we can connect better. But what was the proudest part of it for you? Was there a favorite part that you enjoyed writing the most?
I think the most vulnerable part was the consent bit, and really talk about that whole experience. And I'm not talking it from a high horse. It's like, how
Mm,
do you navigate and go through that, because human relationship is complicated. I think talking about some of the lessons I learned, like you said, where I learned from my own mistakes. Like, I thought I was a legend learning one squirting skill, and then you realize that, oh, you're just a one trick pony, and then your ego is attached to it. So everything that most people do, I've probably done it myself. So I'm not telling you from I never make those same mistake. I just really focus on how I overcome those and the insight I got. And I think there are other things that I'm really proud of. Maybe not specifically. Well, it just okay. There's one part that is probably too nerdy for people to appreciate, but I went super nerd level to hack freaking 2D diagram in black and white by creating all those QR code, all those additional information to have a more high tech print book. That
yeah.
has a lot more. A different learning model and a teaching model and
Mm,
substitute content. So I'm really proud of that technical innovation. And I think the part that I'm most proud of is 35 to 40% of my audience is women. They buy my book. And
yeah.
that is a very hard thing to achieve. Go get a bunch of women to buy pickup book. you know
Yes.
yeah, so that's a surprising statistic for me when I figure out, like, most women are, hey. And the other thing I learned is, and this is a gross generalization and super focus on hetero couple, but most women don't want to teach their guy how to fuck them, right? It's not a turn on for most women, so they want me to do that job, you
Yeah.
know, or share some skill with other men. And like, a lot of women, their joke is that I be having what she's having. Like, that's the level of communication they like, you know.
And for going, I mean, if you could change sex education for schools, for like people, everybody growing up, would that be what you would put into it to embrace, like, because when we did it, it was you don't wrap up, you can make a baby. Would you want the people to them to talk about masturbation, pleasure, erogenous zones, to actually understand that sex isn't dirty? It's more than just making babies. There's connection, confidence, this whole different world of sex, this whole sex positive mindset, this whole open side of sex that's very rarely taught to kids when we're younger.
Well, I have so much opinion around that topic.